Hello everyone, my name is Rashi Goel. My roll number is 20EX20024. This is my third DIY assignment. For this I had assembled and disassembled my laptop charger. So let's see. This is my HP adapter which I am disassembling. So let us first remove the outer layer. I had already applied the glue which is required to remove this. So this is how it is. Now let us remove the other layer by disassembling its inner part. So this is the layer I got. So let me disassemble it. So as you can see, this is what I got. So now let's remove this outer part, outer covering. So this is finally what I got. So now let me explain you the circuit which followed. So this is the input source that is connected to the other part of the switch through which input is given. So this is what the power supply goes through. Now let me explain you firstly the wires. So this green wire is the phase wire through which our AC power supply is provided. This white wire is the neutral wire, and this black wire is the grounded wire, as you can see. Now let me first explain you through this the circuit which I had already made. So this is the input supply through which right now I have shown you this. I have shown you that this is the input supply through which the power is supplied. And this is the fuse, as it's so this small box. If this is the fuse, you can see this one, this small box. So this fuse is used, suppose power supply is more than which is required, so this fuse will blow, keeping the remaining circuit intact so that the other parts won't harm. And this is what a linear coil filter is, this small. So, and this is basically a solenoid of the same use for the protection, so that the if the voltage supply is more, then it will stop the voltage supply or reduces the voltage supply, so that our circuit may not burst. And same is the use of this choke coil. So let me first explain you through this. So this is our input source, this is the fuse, and this is the linear filter coil through which our AC current is passed, that is sufficient for the circuit to pass. Then we had this bridge rectifier. So what is the use of a bridge rectifier is it converts an AC to DC. So as you can see, we had connected its end terminals which produces a negative, which I had shown by ground, and another point is the positive. So as you can see, it consider a AC pulse and gets converted to a single phase, that is a DC value. And then we have this electrolyte filters, which is this one, which are this one. And where is the diode? This is the bridge rectifier, this small black box. This contains the 4 diode as shown in this fashion. So, and these are the filters, which electrolytic filters, which converts the AC ripples that are still, like when we convert AC to DC through the rectifier, there are certain ripples left off, which are converted, which are filtered through these capacitors. These capacitors are usually kept of more value, as now our AC source is converted to DC, and usually in our homes 220 volt supply are given. So when it is converted to DC, it is 220 root 2 times. So that's why value of capacitor are kept more. So as you can see, it is 180 microfarad capacitor of 220 voltage. After filtering, we get a DC power supply. So right now we have here the DC supply, which is the ripples are filtered through these capacitors. After this, DC supply is passed through diode, which again converts it into a AC supply, as our transformer works only on the AC. So these with the help of this diode, it convert back to AC, and this is a step down transformer, so that the voltage which is high due to the DC converts back to a lower voltage. So this is our transformer. This yellow colored box is our transformer. So when, as we know, the transformers works on the principle of mutual induction. So what matters here is number of coils ratio, which converts it into a step down transformer. Now again these AC ripples, this AC supply is converted to DC supply, because our laptop works on a DC power voltage. So we again apply the same we had used here. This is what called SMPS, switch mode power supply. So it again converts back to the DC, and then it's again get filtered through the rectifier, and then a resistor is applied so that it can control the voltages, and an output is given. But what is this? This is the inner logical gate which works when AC power supply is given. As we know that AC power supply has plus and minus voltages. So now let me explain you this. So these are our rectifiers, filters that converts the AC ripples, what are leftover ripples, to the DC. And these are the PF, which are the small capacitors which do the same function. And there is also a resistor inserted over here, as you could see. These small resistors are connected, and then it is connected to what is called MOSFET, which is this one, and this is what our SMPS, which is this one. These small box, these are again our MF, means microfarad capacitors, which do the same. They functions they are performing. Firstly, they are filtering the ripples, and another is they are also supplying the power, and this is how the output is produced. So now let us again assemble it the way. Also I want to show you the circuit which is also mentioned over here. It is the same circuit, but it is detailed way. So now let's assemble it. Also I want to show you on this that it is written that the input supply is 100 to 240 volt, and it's is 6 ampere current and is 50 hertz frequency, whereas the output is 19.5 volt. This means, and it is a 65 watt adapter, which means that whatever is shown in this circuit, what is the use of these part is to control the voltage, so that it's potentially, especially the smps controls the voltage which was already stepped down by these transformers, and these converted into 19.5 volt. So this is how it's assembled, and now I will stick it and show you how it work again. As you could see, right now I had just uh, plugged in my adapter. So let us see if it is charging or not. So as you could see, it is charging right now. So that means it is correct. Thank you.